Ooh. Oops. Oh, shoot. There we go. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Good morning, loving nature guy. Meh, the Gabber 007. Hey, congratulations 007 on passing your eval. Let's go, let's go. Everyone smash the confetti button for 007. Way to go. Are you so excited? Have you placed a trade yet, or will the account be issued to you tomorrow morning? Or actually Globex, right? Good morning, my friends. Good morning, Adrian. Let's go. So I'm trying, forcing myself to trade a little bit more on TradingView here. I'm just not used to it, but I think the only way I can get used to it is if I force myself to do it, right? Hey, Bori is in the house. Sam, good morning. Heather, good to see you, lady. I Love Chuck Roast is here. Yeah, you guys, 007 just passed an eval. Funded. And I think it was maybe from a giveaway account. I can't remember. Let's go. Good morning, Emu. Yeah, so I'm trying to force myself to trade on TradingView, guys. So normally I trade on Tradeify, but all of these edgeful indicators are on TradingView, which, by the way, that indicator that I said Andre was developing with the hourly, like different time frames on the chart, so you can see multiple time frames like to the right of you instead of having windows opened. I guess it's out. So I was thinking we could try and find that together and see what it looks like on here. So this chart is looking a little messy. These are the inside bars. The inside bar indicator. Let me go over here and let's get rid of maybe the shapes. That might make it less messy. Okay. And then this is VWAP. Wait, do we have VWAP on here? Yes. So this is the 2 standard deviation VWAP lines. Here is the actual VWAP. So right now we're trading a little below. This line is the midnight open price. So we did get a retrace during New York again. So far it's been very good. Okay, I am going to get rid of this one for now. And this is interesting. I don't know what news candle this was, like what this was all about. But basically, if we zoom out, we have just been trading, consolidating within the upper range of that candle. So to me, it's looking like it's consolidating as a bull flag to possibly go higher. However, I believe we do have news together. So let me pull that up before we pull up that other indicator in case news is going to hit us on the head unexpectedly. Okay, so news is at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And it's unemployment claims. It does say red folder news. And then tomorrow we have non-farm payrolls together. Yay! So exciting. I love it. Gosh, it seems like non-farm payrolls sneaks up on us so quickly. Hey, Ethan! Ethan is in the house. Everyone smash that like button for me if you have not already. So yeah, not too much is happening here. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. See what happens. So we have news in about 24 minutes. Let's take a look at the day. Okay, this is a 5-minute chart. We'll just zoom out here. Yeah, you guys, I still need to get used to the way everything looks on TradingView. Okay, let's take a look at the hourly. It's like, what am I looking at? Oh my goodness. It's so funny. It's the same information, but it looks different. So my brain is like, oh, it looks so different. So here we go. This is the hourly chart. And yesterday, my goodness, I remember the open, it really did push. And if you were still trading and you saw the short coming, it was a sweet short. I did catch some of this. I also caught some of this, which was nice. And so Globex opened here, and we just did not really push very high at all. We've just been trading below the opening of Globex. So that is a little bearish, right? We did have these 3 days. You can see here the VWAPs. We had 3 days higher, higher, higher. So I'm not surprised at all that today it's giving back some gains. We're still within this big dump candle. I think that's very interesting. Very interesting. We'll see what happens with the news information. So the low of day, we've already taken out yesterday's low. Okay. It'll be interesting to see what price we open up on when New York opens, because if we do open within the inside of this range, it's a very high probability that we will break outside of that range within New York, because we've already broken the low side already in pre-market. If we do open up within that range, it is possible that we will come back and break this level again. So during New York, we will be looking at low 727. Okay, so far the low is 671. All right. Yeah, you can see here on the hourly. I love looking at the hourly, you guys. When I zoom out, it's like so much easier to see the consolidation. How many of you have been trading like a 1 minute or a 5 minute, and then and you get chopped up to pieces, your account gets chopped up to pieces, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't win. And then you zoom out to the hourly and you see this, and you're like, oh yeah, no wonder that happened. We are just consolidating price, going back and forth, waiting for some type of news catalyst to either push us above or below. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hourly candles. It has just been going back and forth. Some people call this like a coil. The energy is coiling up to burst either higher or lower. Maybe it'll be the news catalyst, right? We don't know. Hey, Clarity. Ethan says, you guys better listen up. This is Terri's secret way of telling us she will run the she will run the stops to the downside without getting in trouble. Secret. Good morning, Martin. Let's go, Ethan. You know. Tell me you know without telling me you know. Okay, so let's look at the daily together. I think we just type in D, right? Okay, isn't this interesting? The inside bars on the daily kind of works on the daily too, it seems like. Very interesting. But you wouldn't get signals very often. This is a daily chart. Yeah, okay, let's count how many worked. Hindsight, of course. 1, 2. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. So just a break off of the inside bar. 1, 2, 3, Oh, this worked too. 4, but this took 2 days to break. 4, 5. This did not work. So 1 didn't work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 worked, 2 did not work. That's interesting. That would be an interesting back test to do on the daily. I wonder if there is an edge. It's possible. Market does love to break out a consolidation. Very interesting. Okay, so even though a strategy looks like it works, you do have to like figure out the brackets, right? Like how much you're risking, how much you're profiting, how much you're profiting. Because depending on that, it might not work. Like someone can trade the 5-minute orb and make money, and then someone can trade it and not make money depending on how much they risk, how they take profit, do they trail, do they not? All of that. Yeah, it's so interesting. You guys, this game is so hard, I tell you. Okay, so the daily. Back to the daily though. This is a doji. So you can see here, it was a small doji, and it can be a sign of a reversal, or it can just be a sign of indecision. I love the hammer, you know? Do you know what I'm talking about? The hammer? Like this, more like this. This is still a doji, but it's like the close is below the open. So you have like this hammer. I like that better as a reversal. Okay, this is an inverse hammer. So some people look at this as a reversal to go on the upside, but clearly it did not work on this one. But yeah, this is a daily. I typically don't trade off the daily. It just kind of gives me an idea of where we're at. Like, are we just in major consolidation? Like over here on the daily, this is major consolidation, great for range trading. You're not really expecting a breakout. I can't tell you guys how many times I've lost money trying to sell the low down here thinking, yes, today's going to be the day we're going to break out of this range. And then you just get your ass handed to you. Yes. I have experienced that. Okay, let's go back to the 5-minute. Ooh, tiny candles here. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I just don't know about using TradingView. I have to get used to it. Okay, so now we are above VWAP. It is looking like it's trying to push. I would like to see once it breaks above this, whatever this candle is. I'm assuming some type of news candle because it is almost 100 points in 5 minutes. Some type of algo headline candle, and you can see here the volume too kicks in. Isn't it interesting how if we have like a really big candle, usually it's associated with like increased volume, like this range, and then also over here is also a big range. But yeah, if we do break above, I'd like to see it like a 1-to-1, you know? So maybe another 100 points if it breaks above. Who knows? Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what that news is together. Hey, King D Trading, what is up? Good to see you. Yannick is here. Gen X Trades is here. Let's go. V Gabber says, no wick on the daily candle, maybe close at bullish day today. It's possible. Yeah, I feel like anything's possible depending on that news information. We do have non-farm payrolls tomorrow, so I'm not expecting, no matter what happens today, I'm not expecting a really big move unless, of course, Trump says something drastic and completely unexpected, you know, for the markets. That can always happen. Or a Fed official says something unexpected, that kind of thing. But if it's a regular day, because non-farm payrolls is tomorrow, I'm not expecting like a trend day. Unless this number comes out in 15 minutes and it is bananas. and it is completely unexpected, completely off than what people were expecting. But if that number is around like whatever, you know, is expected, yeah, just because I think people kind of wait for that non-farm payrolls number. This is a daily again. What is the range? Okay, so the high of yesterday was 850. The low, oh no, that's today. Okay, the high was 998. My goodness, it just came so close to 26,000. And the low was 727. So that's what, 200 and about close to 275 points. Kind of a smallish range. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not expecting it to, because we broke the low. I'm really not expecting it to break the high of yesterday. I would be surprised. Let's just say that. I would be surprised. It's always possible. You guys, no one knows. No one knows. The more I listen to other streamers, the more I listen to people like, you know, we all kind of come up with a bias, some type of prediction, some type of like, oh, okay, scenarios. This is possible. This is all possible. But no one knows. Otherwise, we would be trillionaires. That person would be a trillionaire, right? It does help us though, I think, to kind of like get an overview of things. And it depends on your trading style too. Like some people really just candle by candle, like Pine Tree Trader, he just trades like candle by candle. He does look at the everything. However, he doesn't trade on news. Like I'll tell him, because I like to trade on news. I'll tell him the news. I'll say, oh, like, did you see this number? Or did you hear about this? And he's like, he doesn't want to hear it. It's funny. I can just tell. He's like, oh, okay. Like he doesn't want to hear it. Because I think for him, he doesn't like to trade on news because like the market can react opposite of what you think. And then also you can become very biased to whatever it is, and that can get you into trouble, right? Adrian says, that's quite true, Terry. You can have everyone predicting and all lose. 100%, exactly. Okay, it looks like we are pushing a little bit above VWAP here. Let's mark this level. Okay, this high is, I think this is an interesting level to watch. 804. 804. Let's play with these tools. What's this one? I want to draw a box, trend line, fib, long position, brush. Where's the box option? Brush. I don't see the box option. Do you guys think I could like paint it? Should I try? Oh, look. Okay. There we go. It's about not bad, right? For hand. Oh no. How do I get rid of this one? Okay. Maybe I go like this. There. Okay, just to give us an idea, not exact, but that is okay. No problemo. Let's go back to this. It is kind of pushing. So we have news in about 11 minutes. MS painting. I would love to start an ASMR channel. I think that would be so cool. I watched some of it with my mom. I love to watch the camping channels where people are camping in the rain and the sound of the rain and the sound of like, you know, walking in the snow, that kind of thing. And then they always cook. So I feel like I have the recipe for an ASMR camping channel, but I just have to figure out the camping piece because I've only gone camping one time. Yes, exactly. Gen X. Gen X agrees. Exactly. No one knows. Martin says, all you know is how much you are willing to risk. Yes, so true, Martin. I am working on that risk piece and I am improving. So that's good. It's day to day though, right? This week it's been good. So I am working on like the whole conceptualizing how much I have in drawdown and thinking about it as like, okay, this is your bankroll. This is all you have. And you have to, every trade is like a bet, right? So you have to make sure you manage that bankroll. This is something I'm learning from watching like the professional poker players on YouTube and then also watching the professional blackjack players. They all manage their bankrolls so well. And that is the piece that is missing in my game because so many times I have, basically risked the whole entire account, not intentionally, not in the beginning. Let me know if you've experienced this. You're like, okay, I'm going to risk $200 on this trade. So you go and you take the trade and then it loses. And then you're like, man, okay, let me wait for another trade that looks juicy. Another trade comes up. Or maybe you just like immediately reverse a trade and just immediately put on another trade. And then now you're like, okay, like I'm going to risk $400 and make $400. And then it goes red on you. And now you're down $600. And this is in a drawdown of only $2,000 account. So not for the day, but your entire account. So now you're down $600, which is a lot because now you only have $1,400 left. And then you proceed. And then before you know it, the account is blown. And you're just like, man, that was just like terrible, terrible trading. Okay, so it looks like it did test above this level that we painted here. Yeah, so that would be an example of not good bankroll management, which I have totally done many times. And that is like the kryptonite. That is what is getting in my way of making $1 million from prop firms. So that is the part that I need to keep working on. And I'm so happy that I'm aware of it, right? And I know we've talked together about the daily loss limit, which is part of the bankroll management. It's so interesting to me that for some reason when I think about a bankroll management, I picture like, someone at a poker table with like a pile of chips, and you've got to manage those chips to make sure you stay alive so that you can win the poker tournament and get the World Series gigantic belt. I think it's a belt, or maybe it's a gigantic watch. For some reason, that image and all of that is just clicking. Hey, Donna, Happy New Year. So good to see you. We've missed you. Good morning, Koa. NQ says, you've been cooking all night. You had $100 left on 2 accounts. Now a little up on both. Having $500 worth of drawdown. Hey, let's go. Let's go. NQ Diddy Punisher. I love that. Congratulations. That's hard to do. It's hard to do, to come back with only $100 worth of drawdown. That's amazing. Okay, you're asking us, should I continue or call it a day? How would you all trade it from here? What do you guys think? Give NQ Diddy Punisher your best advice in chat. NQ Diddy Punisher is asking us for some help here. Nice. Donna, do you live in Puerto Rico? I saw Brian Stonk and Lanto from the trading community is, I think they just bought a house in Puerto Rico together. Something like that. A lot of American expats are living in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I've never been there though. It looks beautiful. Hey, it's Trading Star. Trading Star is here. Martin is here. Okay, Martin says I would call it a day. That is advice from Martin. NQ Diddy Punisher. I'm just gonna call you NQ, okay? Donna says, I am a gambler at heart, so it really is difficult for me, but I am working on it. Yeah, we were just talking about bankroll management, Donna. How it's so important for us to manage our drawdown. It's so funny. It's like the words like bankroll management and risk management and managing your drawdown. It's the same, but the words are just different, but it's the same. Yeah, Trading Star totally understands, Donna. I think a lot of us understand. If not everyone listening and watching us, please smash that like button if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Okay, Miss says no taxes. Almost all big players, hedge funders live there. Yeah, no federal taxes. I don't even know if they pay state taxes. But don't they have to pay into Social Security? Maybe they just pay the Social Security part. Great question. Windmill is asking, which prop firm do you use with end of day and daily payouts? Yeah, so the end of day, as far as to my knowledge, there isn't a single firm that offers you daily payouts without an intraday trailing once you're sim funded. So with my funded futures, they do have the rapid accounts. Those are the daily payout accounts, and they are 20% off right now. Use code Terri for that discount. It's end of day in the eval, and then once you're in sim funded, it is intraday trailing until you get to the however much your drawdown was. For example, the 50K, once you get to $2,100 in profit, the account will lock at $50,100, and then it's like similar to a cash account. It won't follow you anymore. That intraday trail, any intraday trail is tricky. It's tough. I think it's tough for everyone. And I know some people, what they do is they just smash or pass just to get through it. They'll put on 5 minis, whatever the max contract size is, they'll put on, and like they'll do it like at the open or something and just go. They'll wait for some type of momentum. So they're watching the speed of the tape. They're looking for that momentum. They just hop in and hope for the best. I've tried that method. I don't personally like that method because then it's just like a one-shot deal. So either you make it or you lose the account, which sucks because you already passed the eval. Yeah, I like the method of trailing your position tightly, and then booking profits super quick. Like the second the market looks like it's starting to come down, booking your profits to get through that intraday trailing. And then once you get through it, then just like for me, I trade normal, but that intraday, yeah, it is tricky. Exactly. There's not a single firm that I know of that offers end of day that I can think of right now that offers daily payouts. I did hear Trade Day has that. But I haven't traded that account, that type. So I don't know. As far as I know of, there isn't one. But yeah, you can check Trade Day too. I am an affiliate with Trade Day. My use code Terri for the best discounts on with them. TFD goes straight to live. Oh, is that the funded desk, Ethan? Okay, Donna is saying adrenaline rush. Oh, is Donna, are you feeling like that? Okay, news, you guys. News is coming. Let's switch to the 1 minute. Yeah, we can all give maybe Donna some tips in a little bit if you want, Donna. Let's see what news brings. This is nice. I like this feature. Okay, let's hide it. So far, it is pushing higher. Let's see what the news is. Okay, unemployment claims has come in at 208,000. What was expected was 213,000. So a little less, which would signify the economy is a little bit better. If unemployment claims have gone down a little bit, that means people are not filing for as many claims, right? And US prelim production quarter over quarter is 4.9% as expected. The trade balance is negative 29.4 billion. What was forecasted was 58.1 billion. Interesting. All right, an inside bar is forming right now. We are on the 1 minute. Okay, no more inside bar. Very interesting. This is that news candle level that we're not sure what it was all about, this one. You guys, I might have to go back to Tradeify. I don't know. Yeah, it'll probably just take me a while, right? VWAP is down here at 771. Oh, it's looking like it wants, okay. I did hop in 1 micro. It's looking like it wants to come back down and test this VWAP level. We shall see. So this is the news candle. It is trade on the 1 minute, It is trading below. Let's see if we can get a good trade in. So this is on ticks. I could have put this on ticks or on dollars. What do you guys do? Do you use ticks, points, dollars? Martin says, I used to feel the same about TradingView and now can't live without it. Only for charting though. I still trade on Tradeify. Interesting. But you still trade on Tradeify, like you execute on Tradeify. Donna says, Trading Star says, blew so many accounts last month because I wanted the money. I forgot all my good habits. So now I got my bleep together. I'm not in a hurry anymore. That's awesome. Trading Star also says to Donna, and please don't say you are a gambler. Thank you, Donna, for being vulnerable and sharing with us, and also Trading Star for giving some very helpful advice. Dawid says, you use dollars, baby. Show me the money. Yeah, this is in ticks. I normally just do dollar brackets on TradingView. So this trade is working out nicely. I'm going to put a TP here. Let's buy 1 limit. 27 ticks. Is that a lot? I'm just so not used to using ticks. Everything is divided by 4, right? This is 1 micro. It sounds like a lot. I guess that's like 5 points. I am working on scalping more, you guys, because I think it does keep me out of trouble. So this is like 5 points, right? Oh, now look what's happening. Look what's happening. Okay, I think I might take 20. A little 20. Yay! Okay, we got a 20 tick scalp in. I like it. Hey, good morning, Alfred. Good morning. We are working on scalping and we're working on getting a little used to trading view here, just because I have so many indicators on here with Edgeful. Let me go 5 minutes. Ooh, look at this. Very interesting. The 5-minute tells us a different picture. Huh. Alfred says, good morning. I'll hope no one blew up on the news. On this news? Wow, that was a big candle, wasn't it? We were trading on the 1-minute, Alfred, and it just didn't feel like that big of a news candle because we were on the 1-minute. Yeah, so this was that first initial burst about what, 15, 8, 7, 6, 5, about 15 points of a range in 1 minute. That is a lot. I hope no one blew up. Trading View can leg orders, so be careful. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Alfred. The news that came out, Chewy's in the house. Good morning. We had unemployment claims, Chewy. We also had trade balance, but the unemployment claims was the biggest one. It says it's a red folder news. It came in a little bit lower than expected. So we have non-farm payrolls together tomorrow. Make sure you come and hang out with us. Alfred, are you going to trade non-farm payrolls? So exciting. It's so exciting. Okay, Alfred is asking what was the unemployment claim. It was 208,000. What was expected or forecasted? Excuse me. What was forecasted was 213,000, so a little below expected. Unemployment claims. Yeah, jobs data all this week. Jobs. The market is all about jobs this week. Trader 007 NQ is saying good trading all. Hey, Ashray. So we got a little scalp in. That is good. What do you guys think for the day? Let me know your thoughts. Take your wildest guess. Don't worry. We won't come back tomorrow and say, I told you so. No one is going to do that. Absolutely not. Take your best guess. What do you guys think the day, how will the day end? How about that? How will the day end? This is a daily chart. Oops. Looks like we checked prices below. This is a daily. I don't know, guys. I think, I don't know. I'm in the I don't know camp. How will the day end? Will we end green or red? Mess says, we do not judge here. Exactly, we do not. This is a rule, and people get booted or timed out. Yeah, there is none of that here. Not allowed, for sure. Yeah, you guys, I really don't know if I just have no idea. I think I will say I'm not expecting a break above this high. I'm not expecting a break above 26,000. If we do get a break, I would be surprised because we already broke the low, yesterday's low. It's more often than not we break one side. But like you can see this candle, we broke above and below. But usually we need some big catalyst for that. But you know, usually you can see like if we do break a side, it is one-sided oftentimes. But anything's possible. The range wasn't that big. Yeah. What do you guys think? Donna says, enjoy your trades. You too, Donna. Martin says, no idea how it will end, but I think it will go for Asia high at 25,844. Okay, that's interesting. Let's really quick before I head out, let's look at the midnight retracement, because remember that report that we pulled, 80%, this is the 5 minute, 80% of the time, or not 80%, over 70% of the time over the last 6 months, when New York opens, it will retrace back to that price. So that price is, oh, we're basically like right there. See this line, this blue line? Yeah. Okay, so Martin is looking at 25,844 as a possible level. Miguel, hey Miguel thinks we might visit 600. Interesting. Okay, David thinks 26,133. Ooh, do you have some puts on? That would be quite the day. Anything's possible. Okay. Hey, Oscar. Everyone, I'm going to head over to the My Fund of Future stream. I'll be over there in about 19 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me today, and hopefully I will see all of you tomorrow for non-farm payrolls. Let's go. Smash that like button for me, please, if you haven't already, on your way out. Thank you, guys. Wishing you a green day, and if you have a red day, I hope it's a very small red day. Bye, guys.